Hey friends, a subby has asked me, she requested that I talk about bronzer, and I told her I would. Now let me just state that I am not the best in the world when it comes to bronzing. Sorry, I forgot to do my nose right there. I'm not a makeup guru, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm an artist when it comes to my face because I know perfectly what I want to do to my face, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm not an expert, but she asked me to show how I do my face with bronzer, and I'm assuming she wants to know, she said, would you do a video on bronzer? So I'm assuming she wants to know about bronzer, what it does, blah blah. Okay? Blah blah was not nice, was it? Blah blah. I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean. Okay, so first, what I'm going to do is, I feel like I can't talk about bronzer without talking about contour, because to me they kind of go together in a way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a picture up right here first for you to kind of get a look at the bronzer and the contour. Okay, I will put that up at the end of the video. That way you can pause it and just look at it, which you could do here too, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, that picture shows you kind of where the bronzer goes and where the contour goes. Bronzer goes to where, I'm going to try to say this so you can understand it. I'm not saying y'all are stupid. Let me just say, I'm going to tell y'all in a way that I understood it, okay? Bronzer goes to where your face looks kissed by the sun. Let's put it that way. They like to say that, kissed by the sun. And you will put it on your cheekbone, because your cheekbones, when you go out in the sun, what gets hit? Your cheekbones, your nose, usually mine is my nose, but your cheekbones, and right in here, correct? That's where your head sticks out most and your cheekbones stick out most. So that's why you always, when you go out in the sun, that's why your face gets hit right there, because they kind of, they're out there, okay? They're out there. So the bronzer, you want to put the bronzer on because it makes your face have that glow, have that sun-kissed glow looks, to look like you've been, you know, you have some color and you've been out in the sun and blah, 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 blah. Now, contour is meant for something different. Contour is for to fill in the shadows of your face, like right here on my cheekbone, right below my cheekbone, right in here. Some people will do this. See where it's right in there underneath, there's a shadow, right? Because it always caves in right in there underneath your cheekbone, because your cheekbone sticks out, okay? That's where you're going to put contour, to fill in that shadow. And up in here, the back of your head, because see how my forehead sticks out? And then back here it just kind of lays down. Okay, it's a shadow back there, because here's my big fat forehead. So you'll put your contour back here where the shadows are, and you're going to put it underneath your cheekbone where the shadows are, okay? And we're going to do it first, just so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to go in with my contour, and I'm just going to put very little on. And you start way back here, and you go underneath that cheekbone right there, okay? And then you're going to take it and you're going to blend up. Always blend up. Okay. And then I'm going to take it up to the top of my forehead. I could have blended that in a minute, but back here at the top of my forehead, see where that goes? And I will bring it down a little bit back in here, back toward the hairline. And then you're going to put it right in here, because there's shadows here, correct? So you're going to go right in here. Some people tell you put it on top. Some tell you, you know, go way under. You don't want to go way under, but I usually go just a bit under that bone. And then you're going to go right to here. I'm only doing one side so y'all can see the difference. And then I'm going to take it and put it right there on that little fatty part of my neck, okay? And then you're going to blend. This is the contour, remember. This is the contour is to fill in shadows. We're filling in the shadows on our face. Here we go. You can already see a color. See how much better it already looks than this side? And then we're going to go down. And of course, we've already kind of blended that. And then we're going to blend this. And you're going to go down with this, okay? Because your shadows are in here as well. So you're going to kind of do that and blend down. Blend down. And of course, that neck part, always blend down because you want to blend it on down into your neck. There we go. There we go. Now, this side's not done, so here's what this side looks like. Look at that fat. Woo! Dogs. And then look at this side. Do you already see a difference with the, just with the contour, just with filling in the shadows of your face? It already makes a difference. Okay. That's a contour. And like I said, contour kind of goes in with bronzer in my book, in my opinion. Just my opinion. And again, I am not a makeup guru. Okay? So, but it already makes a difference just filling in the shadows of your face. And remember, contour is to fill in the shadows of your face. Like underneath that cheekbone, back here on your forehead, and under your jawline. Okay. Now, let's move on. We're going to move on to the bronzer, and that's what my subby asked me to. I didn't want to major on that because she didn't ask me about the contour. She asked me about the bronzer. Okay, bronzer is for, I think I've already explained this, bronzer is for to give your face some color and to look like you've been outside and you've got good color. It's to make your face look like you've been sun. They like to put it this way. I think I've read it 110 times. You want your face to look like it's been sun-kissed by the sun. Okay? So, and it does help. I mean, it does add some color to your face. But you want to put it on the high points. Not the shadows, but on the high points. Okay? You want to put it along. Okay, I'm going to use I'm using Saint to show y'all. This is my bronzer. You want to use the bronzer right in here. Because why? Because this is where your forehead, I'm going to put it the way I understood it the best. Okay, when I was first learning how to do contour and bronzer. Bronzer is where it sticks, like where your face stands out the most. Like your forehead sticks out right here. Because remember the contour, we did the shadow. Okay, my forehead sticks out right here. And I always come around, okay, on mine. And then you're going to bronze right on that cheekbone. Feel where your cheekbone is. Go all the way back to where your cheekbone is. Right in there. And you're going to go all the way back. Okay? And then on that cheekbone, you're just going to go down. I always go down about right there. And remember, there's your contour. Because it's filling in that shadow. And your cheekbone is where, when you come in from the sun, that's where you're mostly colored. Okay? Mine's usually burnt. But some people get tan, but that's where you're colored, is on that cheekbone and up on top of that forehead, right? And a lot of people like to do their nose, and they say don't go on the side of the nose, go on the top of the nose, because that's where that too is where the sun will hit you, okay? Or it does me, I don't know. Yeah, we're all different, right? Okay, now, you already see a difference? From the contour, from that side to this side, you already see the difference. Okay, now let's go in and we're going to blend. Okay, we're going to blend the bronzer. And this bronzer really does. Used to, I would think, there's no point to bronzer and contour. What do I really want it for? Until I noticed it really does give me that color that I like, you know, on my forehead and, you know, on my cheeks. Okay. And then always blend up, never blend down on anything. Don't blend down on your contour, don't blend down on your bronzer, because when you blend down, it pulls your face down. If you blend up, it pulls your face up. Did y'all get that illustration? Okay, I watch way too much Westerns with my husband. You know, when they're hanging them, never mind. Some of y'all's probably like, really? That was morbid. Okay, anyway, and then you go down the side. I always go down the side of my nose. I don't always do this part on my nose. In the summertime, I like it best because, you know, the sun's out, it's hot, and you just got that color. But in the wintertime, I don't always do my nose, okay? All right. Now then, I want you to look. Am I screaming? I'm sorry for yelling. All right, like there's 110 people in the room talking. Okay, do you already see the difference? Let me pull my hair back. Do you already see the difference in my face? This side has nothing. This side just has a little bit of the Saint foundation highlighter is all I've done, and I have done the concealer on my eyes, but I haven't done any. There's no blush, no bronzer, no contour. And then this side has the contour and the bronzer. You see how that just kind of fills in? See how white that is up there? It's just like, you know. And see how brown? Now you can do it, some do it darker, but I don't like it real dark. I like it about like this. You see how much difference that bronzer did to my face? And then how, when I brought it around and up on top of my cheek, see how much better? Do you see the brown? I look like I've been outside, don't I? I mean, I look like I've just got that sun-kissed look that they like to talk about. Difference? All right, let's go back. I'm going to go back and we are going to do the other side of the face. We're going to do up here. That's the contour. Remember the contour. We're going to go ahead and fill in the shadows. The shadow of the face, okay? And then we're going to go in and we're going to blend. Until I started, I always thought my makeup looked just fine the way I did it. Until I started doing the bronzer and the contour. And then I realized that extra color just really brought out my face. And now, even though I've done the contour, you can still see a difference, right? I mean, you still see there's more color to my face. Already it still makes a difference because we just filled in the shadows right here, okay? Now we're going to go in with the bronzer and we're going to get it up on that forehead. And I always like to bring mine down. You don't have to, I don't guess, but to each their own. And remember, find where's your bone, find your cheekbone, go back here and go down. And I usually stop right about there, okay? And then we're going to go right in here. Some people would probably disagree where I put mine because a lot of them's going to say, no, you want to put it up here. I don't want it up there. All right, this is, already got that blended in. Don't know. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend this all the way down my neck. And then I'm going to go up here on my forehead and we're going to blend that in. Okay, and then we're going to go around. I always like to blend down that way. And then we're going to do, blend in that bronzer. Now you don't have to do cream bronzer. You can do, powder. I have the Milani. I love this one. This one's a good one too. I just like the cream because y'all know I love the Saint. All right, there you go. Oh, I forgot to do down this side. Let's go ahead and do this side. Down the nose. Like I said, I don't always do this, but if you want that color going on, then it's best to do it. There you go. Now, difference, right? Big difference. And then we'll just go on and do a little bit of, I'm going to do a little bit of blush, and I'm going to do it right above the bronzer. Remember, do it above you're going to do the bronzer, contour, bronzer, blush, okay? And I like it on the balls of my cheeks. And them little cheek balls, apples of your cheek, if you want to be, you know, specific, I guess. Okay. And there you go. There's the bronzer. I'm already up to 13 minutes. Goodness, took me that long to talk. Tell y'all about this. Okay, and then guys, there you go. Did anybody see a difference from the bronzer when I used it, from when I used the bronzer and when I didn't? Do you see the difference in what the bronzer does to your face? Adds that glow. It just adds a color to your face, which my face definitely needs color. But you just get that, as they put it, that sun-kissed glow to your face. And like I said, I do think that contour goes hand in hand with bronzer because it fills in the shadows of your cheeks. I mean, you know, it fills in the shadows. Back here, down here, down here. However, I have been known when I'm in a hurry just to take the contour, go up and just kind of do a little bit of contour there, a little bit there, you know, and just, because my, well, y'all see my contour and my bronzer. They're really not that far apart. But anyway, so that's what the bronzer does. And there's my take on how to use the bronzer. Okay, let me just say that after I do my face and after bronzing, after the whole face is done, I do like to go in with my setting powder and set it all. And that kind of does lighten it up a little bit too. If you feel it's, if you're using Saint and you feel it's too dark, just keep blending, because the more you blend, the more that's gonna blend in, because it's a cream. It's a cream makeup. So anyway, if you're using powder, you could probably do the same thing, or just kind of dab some of it off with a sponge. Use a sponge, dab, and then blend again. But again, if you're using the Saint, it's very simple, very, very simple. And a little shout out to Saint. If you guys don't use Saint, you really should try it, because it is a game changer. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on. Well, that open. So anyway, I will leave the link below, Vicky's email and Vicky's YouTube channel. You can let her know if you're interested in buying the Saint. Remember, it's all in one palette. Good cow. You can't go wrong. You brush, you know, you just taking that with you and you're done. Yeah. I will leave her links below if you want to be color matched for a palette. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this and the subby. Oh Lord, I wish I could remember which one it was. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't remember, but you know, I am old. Cut me some slack. Thank you for requesting that, and I hope I answered your questions. I hope I helped you learn what bronzer does. But it does make a big difference when you're putting on your makeup. It does add some color to your face, because you've seen on this side, yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope I did you right on this, and I am back in all my glory. And let me just address my haircut real quick. I love my haircut. It took me 4 tries. That was my 4th try yesterday to get it done. But those of you who know me know I have to have a style. If I don't have a style, I'm not happy. You know, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, and that's the truth. That's my husband. So I could put my hair in a ponytail back there. For goodness sake, what? But anyway, yeah, I finally got it back to my normality. And I didn't cut this. You know, a lot of times when I get it cut real short, I usually just tell them taper it right to about, you know. But this time I told her, I said, no, leave my length. Leave my length on this side. I'm letting that grow. But, you know, I do like it about the ears, because y'all know I'm old and cranky and I can't stand it touching my ears. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And always remember, if you keep God in it, you're always going to win it. Later, guys.